Your body remembers cold before it understands fear. The ground beneath you is frozen and indifferent. You lie still, learning that movement is a decision with consequences. Your breath is shallow, controlled, almost mechanical. A rifle rests against your shoulder like it belongs there more than you do. The horizon does not acknowledge your existence. You are not part of the battlefield yet. Chapter 1. Recruitment. You are not chosen for strength or courage. You are chosen for stillness under pressure. A military officer studies you like a tool, not a person. He does not ask if you are ready. He simply assigns you a role you cannot refuse. A rifle is placed in your hands without ceremony. From this moment, you belong to silence more than to people. Chapter 2. Training Grounds. You learn to breathe without sound. You learn to wait until time stops meaning anything. An instructor walks behind you, correcting nothing, only watching. He tells you that one shot decides everything. Your body begins to understand recoil as memory, not surprise. You fire until your shoulder stops reacting. Pain becomes part of the instruction, not a warning. Chapter 3. First Deployment. No one explains when training ends. One morning, the forest replaces the training ground. You are placed ahead of your unit, far from voices. The radio speaks in fragments, then stops responding. You realize silence is no longer instruction, but condition. Every sound in the forest becomes measurement of danger. You are alone because that is the design. Chapter 4. First, kill. You do not notice when fear leaves. It is replaced by distance. The target is no longer a man in your mind. It becomes movement, angle, timing. Your breathing slows until it feels absent. The trigger does not feel like a decision anymore. It feels like completion. Chapter 5. War. Routine. Days lose their names in the forest. Only light and shadow mark time now. Orders arrive, broken or not at all. You learn to measure life in breath cycles. Food becomes secondary to position. Sleep becomes negotiation with danger. Even waiting starts to feel like work. Chapter 6. Encounters in Silence. You stop seeing yourself as separate from the forest. Everything becomes listening. Every branch sound could mean movement. Every pause could mean danger. One day you hear another sniper before you see him. Not enemy or ally at first, only presence. He does not speak. Neither do you. The war allows brief moments where language becomes unnecessary. Then he is gone, and silence returns heavier than before. Chapter 7. Breaking Point. The forest does not change, but you do. Sleep becomes fragmented into moments instead of rest. You start reacting before thinking, then stop reacting at all. Every sound feels closer than it should be. Even your own breath begins to feel unfamiliar. You realize fear is no longer sharp, it is constant. And constant things stop being noticed until they consume you. Chapter 8. The End of Purpose. You no longer ask what you are fighting for. The question stopped returning answers long ago. Orders arrive, but meaning does not. You execute movement like memory, not intention. Even survival feels automatic now. There is no longer anticipation of return, only continuation until it stops. Chapter 9. The Price of Stillness. You survive. Not because you win, but because you endure longer than others. The forest never remembers your name, only your absence when you leave it. Every shot you fired becomes quieter over time, but never disappears. You return from the field, but part of you remains in the silence. War does not end for those who learn to wait inside it. It only changes shape inside your memory. And you finally understand that stillness was never survival. It was transformation.